Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're entering the world of public speaking, along with social skills, to answer the question, do lectures work? Lectures are something that I don't know about for other people, but I know for me. I've always had a negative stigma in regards to it. One of the reasons why is because I didn't want to be lectured. Let's say it's by an authority like force. Let's say it's by a teacher. A lot of the times, I consumed a lecture against my own will. But there was a strange moment in 2019 when I became very curious about electromagnetics. And as I became curious about this subject, I recalled something. I recalled that in the junior year of college, there was a period when I had this professor named Dr. Weller, who was my electromagnetics professor. And I recalled that he had a very boring class. If you were an electrical engineering student, you despised Dr. Weller because he was such a boring guy. His lectures were dry. He was just writing down a bunch of these random formulas, and it didn't seem like he had any passion for the topic. What I recall about Dr. Weller was that he would record his lectures and he would put it on this shared drive. I would do my best not to watch those videos because why bother? I didn't even pay attention in class. But around 2019, when I became curious about electromagnetics, I thought, I wonder if I could still access my college whatever you call it, website. I tried a few different passwords, usernames, and eventually I was able to log in. Soon as I logged in, you know what I did? I pulled up Dr. Weller's lectures and I consumed it. This time with my own will. What this showed me was, as long as the student is using their own will to consume the lecture, lectures become one of the most potent forms of communication out there. Because with lectures, I like to view it as the skeleton. There's no meat on it really. It's the skeleton. A lot of the times when people are reading a book, they get annoyed when the author is using a lot of stories. The reader's criticism is, just give me what I need to know, man. I don't need to hear all of your little anecdotes. And that's what the lecture does. The lecture gets rid of all these different anecdotes and it just gives you what you need to know. And once you understand what you need to know, then you boost your understanding in regards to the topic. That's what happened for me when I used my own will in 2019 and I consumed Dr. Weller's lectures. But in 2011 to 2012, when I was still a college student, I wasn't using my own will, which made lectures one of the worst forms of communication out there. So to answer that question, are lectures useful? Do they work in communication skills? You really have to assess the student. What sort of mindset are they in right now? Let's say you're a parent and you're talking to a child and the child isn't trying to pay attention to you and now you're lecturing them. Is the lecture going to be effective? No, it's because you don't have the child's will. But let's say in the future, you, the parent, you have a certain skill set that now the child is trying to learn as well, and the child is coming to you, and they want to understand more about your skill set, and you're giving a lecture, a skeleton of what the skill set is. This time, is it effective? Yes, because they're using their own will to come to you. The way that I like to view it is as, if the student doesn't come with any built-in curiosity automatically, the last thing I'm going to be doing is lecturing them. More often than not, I'm going to be asking strategic questions, or in this scenario, I'm going to be telling stories. But if they're curious and they just want to know the skeleton of the subject, just tell me what it is, fam, then I will lecture them. Recap, lectures are powerful as long as your student is curious. If your student is not curious, then lectures are often ineffective and completely ignored. Therefore, you need to understand your student, your audience, your recipients to see whether or not you should use a lecture for this presentation. If you enjoyed today's talk and you want to learn more about public speaking and presentation skills, be sure to check out my book, The Speaking Wizard. Within this book, you will learn more about brainstorming a talk, deciding whether or not you should lecture the audience, understanding how to answer questions that you ask yourself to think of better ideas, how to practice your speech, how to deliver your speech, plenty of topics that you are not going to find on different public speaking books. Check out The Speaking Wizard in the link in the description box, the pinned comment, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks YouTube channel, and I will catch you next time.